Belmont, North Carolina. So where is it anyhow, and what's so special about it? It's about 11 miles west of Charlotte and about 8 miles east of Gastonia, and the population's only about 8,800. So for a little history, Belmont was formed around Garibaldi train station, where around 1930, R.L. Stowe and Abel Limberger joined together to open a few small businesses and to run Chronicle Mills and Stowe Mills. Belmont's industry was basically all from the textile mills. Even though the mills are shut down, a few mills and mill homes are still standing today. Belmont's becoming more industrialized and growing with newer residential areas and many businesses coming to the area. There are so many changes going on in Belmont, and some people would describe Belmont as nothing like it used to be, even though almost everyone that lives around the area thinks it's so great and wonderful. But are there any problems or hidden conflicts that no one wants to talk about? How would you describe Belmont?
I would describe growing up in Belmont as probably one of my favorite places in the world. I mean, we're all like considered a big family here. I've went to school with people from elementary school all the way to college even.
The beauty of Belmont is the fact that it still has its small town atmosphere, but yet we have all the conveniences of living in a big city. So everybody wants to live here. We can't blame them, honestly. It's a lovely place to live, a lovely place to visit, and when you come you won't want to leave.
What's some traditions in Belmont?
Well, the senior class at South Point always puts like bubbles in the fountain downtown our park, and it overflows and makes a big mess.
And we go to Sammy's on Friday nights before football games.
I would definitely say that Belmont is a football town. I've been here 6 years teaching at South Point High School, and actually for my first 4 years here was a cheer coach, so I kind of got the insider view at first. The town is definitely all about South Point Red Raider football. Every Friday, almost anyone you pass is going to have Raider colors on, Raider hats on. The school is very spirited, supportive of their football players. Even at away games, we usually pack the away side more than the home side is. So, very supportive, obviously brings the community together, and it helps when you consistently have a good football team.
What are some changes in Belmont?
Changes in Belmont is with the textiles, and the textile companies have realized that they can have things made cheaper in other countries. So they have took the textiles and moved them to other countries, so that's cut down on the employees and workers in Belmont. And with that, the mills are closing and the area is changing because people are buying the land and making new homes in the area where the mills were.
There's lots of new families that have moved into the area, but the school spirit's still the same. The support for the athletics and the arts and the academics here at the school are still real strong, the way things have always been. And it's just great being back home. This is my first year back at the school. Things are growing and developing. Our community's growing. We're getting more industry, more shops and things in downtown. But that's still that same great community where everybody knows each other and supports one another is great.
Basically what I remember or what I've seen the most changes in, and that has been the selling of property that has been in families for probably 100 years or more to provide growth. The growth of Belmont has probably quadrupled since I came here in '84. When we came here in 1966, when we moved here, the closest Hardee's we had was Gastonia, so now we have all these things.
Do you think that Belmont is a political town, or that it matters who you are or what your name is?
Absolutely. Belmont is a very political town. A lot of it has to do with who you are, maybe how much money you have, will always influence the views here. Being from a small mountain town where politics weren't that big back then, and coming down to a town such as Belmont, you definitely see the difference. A lot of controversy from some of the lower class that are here with the upper class.
No, I don't think Belmont's a political town. We don't really care what people think about us in our community. We're not very materialistic. Nobody judges you from where you live. It doesn't matter what car you drive, what street you live on, what neighborhood you live in. It really doesn't matter. Nobody cares in Belmont.
Actually I do, because at school, if you notice, we have a whole lot of cliques, and it depends on how much money you have and what kind of cars you drive. And the more money in a better car, you're going to be in a better clique. You'll have like cheerleaders, dance team, and football players. And they're the popular kids, and that's who everybody wants to be.